text saying Kyle's having people over.
Okay, let's get John.
Okay, let's go get John.
Super funny.
Yeah. Hey, so I just got a text saying Kyle's having people over.
Yes.
You got a party?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dying down for sure.
Yeah.
You guys need a ride?
Yeah, we need a ride.
Let's go. I got my keys. I drove.
You okay?
No, I got my car. This is all I had.
Okay, well, like, let's go because I just got the text.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Where are you going for spring break? Maui.
You're in Maui?
Yeah, we go every year.
Is the weather supposed to be good?
It's Hawaii.
Well,
No, it can be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it rains for a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna finish my taco. I'm not hungry at all.
Yeah, we should probably.
I know.
Alright, let's roll.
I never said we are. Though I never been through hell.
I'll text my parents to turn on the hot tub. If okay.
Oh, you can never look back.
911.
My car just got hit, and there's really bad injuries. Oh my God!
Okay,
Shelby's dead.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I was just texting my mom, and I got hit. I don't know what happened.
Okay, help's on the way. I'm gonna go ahead and stay on the line with you as long as I can. Okay.
Okay.
If anything changes, I want you to let me know.
All right.
21 Paul 2, 21 Paul 3, 21 Mary 2, and 1X91 respond for a report of 1179 in front of Monte Vista High School, 3131 Stone Valley Road, 3131 Stone Valley Road, cross of Monte Serrano. Report of 2 vehicles involved with a possible fatality. Fire and medical en route.
There is a house built
Ryan, please. You're okay. You're okay. They're coming. Oh God, Shelby, please wake up.
Okay, Shelby.
Please. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, they're coming. Please help! Please! Oh God, please! No, they help! No, they should help! Kaylee, please! I'm so sorry! It's about to happen! I'm so sorry!
Stay still, don't move your neck. I need you to hold still, okay? Hey, relax. Firefighters are here. Hold still, brother.
We'll get you out as soon as we can, okay? We'll be right back for you. Okay, step on out with me. Step on out.
Shelby,
Sit down right over here, all right? Sit down, take a seat. Take a seat right there. Don't move. We'll be back for you.
Have you been drinking, dude?
No, I'm still on I need the rope. I'm good. I can drive home.
What's going on? You're in an accident.
Stop it!
Get in the car.
Shelby!
Get in.
Truck's gonna hit the roof. Get him out. Get the fires. Here we go.
Being Star 1, we're overhead. Let us know where you'd like us. Star 1 has the lead site. We're on final.
Alright, stay right here, okay? I want you to stay. You're gonna be okay. Alright? We're gonna take care of them. Alright? You don't need to see it, alright? We're gonna take care of them. They're gonna be okay.
Be advised, Rescue Medic 38 is inbound to your location with a flight crew and 1 critical trauma. Rescue Medic 32 is going to be transporting you to John Deere Coast Street. Doing a right turn, midfield, straight over to John Deere Hospital, sir.
conducting some field sobriety tests to find out how much you've had to drink. The entire time your feet will be together, your arms at your side. You internally count to 30 seconds with your head tilted back. When you've reached 30 seconds, simply look up and tell me stop. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. All right, begin. 10. Are you done?
It's 10.
Approximate 18-year-old male. He was the backseat passenger of a vehicle, T-boned into another vehicle. High rate of speed, highway speed, both cars. One DOA on scene. His injury is closed head. He's in and out of consciousness. He's got the abdominal hematomas down there and the left femur as well.
Has he been talking at all?
He's been in and out of consciousness for us.
Your heart's regular rate and rhythm. His chest is clear.
Start with your feet, heels, and toes together, as I stated. Hands down at your side, index fingers pointed. I'm not going to reiterate it. Do you understand the test? Mm-hmm. Right in. Return it to your side, as I told you. Left.
He's got bad left facial trauma. Got abdominal contusions and tenderness. Okay. Left upper extremity has 2+ pulse. Left lower extremity has a bad open femur fracture.
We'll put an IV in over here.
I got a 20 in the left for me, please. With blood.
When you're ready. 3, 4. Don't use me. 5, 9.
Okay, the blood's open.
Okay, how's that blood pressure now?
Still low. Not reading.
All right, let's start CPR. I don't feel a pulse. Okay.
You know what the legal limit is in the state of California for someone over 21?
0.8, 0.6.
0.08. Do you know how much it is for someone of your age under 21?
0.4, 0.04.
0, bro.
Let me get the towel.
Okay, let's give some epi. Okay, stop CPR.
Second epi going
Still
in.
not got a pulse.
Second epi in.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, the court will provide one for you. Do you understand?
Yeah. Is she okay?
Have a seat.
Is she okay?
Have a seat. Put him in Paul 2. We're going to need the coroner in here.
Okay, let's stop CPR. Still no pulse. It's been 40 minutes. You know what? I don't think he's going to make it. This is non-survivable. Thanks, everybody. At a waste.
Hi, is Beth there? Hi, Beth. This is Officer Schwinn from the Danville Police Department. How are you? I'm okay, thank you. I actually have your son here, your son John here. He was arrested for a DUI. He had a car accident near Monte Vista High School, and the passenger in the vehicle that he hit did die on impact. Right now I'm taking a sample of his breath. And once we do that, I will go ahead and take his fingerprints and at our PD, and he's going to be booked at the Martinez Detention Facility. He is being arrested for DUI with great bodily injury and vehicular manslaughter. And his bail will be approximately $100,000. And you have an option of bailing him out. And if you don't, he will be released in 3 days, 72 hours. And he'll be able to, if you do bail him out, they'll give him a court date and you'll be able to go with him at that time. You can't contact him at the Martinez Detention Facility, but if you decide to let him stay there, you can place some money on his books if you'd like to do that. He's pretty shaken up. He's actually, no, he's not injured. He has a couple of scrapes on his face. You know, a lot of times DUI, people who are under the influence of alcohol, they tend to walk away from the scene.
Dr. Cooper. Are you Ryan's parents?
We are.
Good to meet you. I'm the trauma surgeon here on call. I think you know that Ryan was in a motor vehicle collision earlier today, and they flew him into our trauma center. When he got here, he was very sick and his heart stopped, and we had to put a breathing tube in for him, and then unfortunately didn't make it through that. He died of his injuries. Yeah. I'm so sorry. So we put him through our entire trauma routine. We gave him blood. We did our best to try to get him back. So I'm really sorry.
Dear Mom and Dad, I messed up. Sometimes I find it hard to believe what happened still, and maybe it's because I don't want to believe it. I never meant for any of this to happen. Shelby and I, we went to this party, it was stupid, but we drank and we were having a good time. Maybe I was caught up in the moment. I don't remember why I thought I could drive. I wish I could go back and tell them to get out of my car. Why did they have to trust me? It's not all my fault. Yes, it is. Jaren will never walk again, and it's all my fault. That kid in the other car, he's dead, and it's all my fault. Shelby's gone, forever, and it's all my fault. This is all my fault. Yet I'm still here. Sometimes I think it's worse living with this guilt than not living at all. But in the end, they deserve to be alive, and I don't. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry for making 18 years of raising me pointless in one quick decision. I hope one day you will forgive me, because I don't think I will ever forgive myself. Every time I look in the mirror, I despise what I see because I did this. Those parents are crying because of me, because I took their children from them, and I will never be able to fix what I did. I love you, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Monte Vista students, faculty, administrators, family members, and special guests.
So my name's Austin Whitney. I graduated from a small school in Southern California a couple years back. I played varsity football and lacrosse, was on student government, did plays, and I had to graduate with a 4.0. I was planning on attending the University of Michigan to play lacrosse, but that's not what life had in store for me. It was about a month after I'd graduated from high school, in July 21st, 2007, when my life changed forever. And I remember this inextricable fear I felt as I realized I had no control over my car whatsoever. The car swerving across the road at 50 miles an hour, and then just the violent sound of the car crumpling around a tree. One of the loudest sounds I've ever heard in my life. And then the windshield exploding. And I remember seeing blood everywhere, and hoping it was mine. And at that moment, I wasn't in pain. I didn't think anything was wrong with me. I didn't think anything was wrong with anyone. I heard my friend in the back seat, asking if he was, if I was all right, and I turned over to the passenger seat where my best friend had been sitting just a second earlier, and where he was, there was a tree, And at that moment, I could hear him outside of the car. He'd been ejected about 100 feet or so. And I could hear him, crying for help. And I vividly remember trying to get out of that car to help him and not being able to. And at first I figured, the steering wheel must have smashed down my legs, the sides must have crumpled in. I wasn't too worried. Not for me. And then I remember touching my leg, and for the first time in my life, I didn't feel anything. It just felt like someone else's leg. And when I look back on that fateful night, that's not the memory, that keeps me up late at night. What does that is, the memory of hearing, my best friend crying for help and not being able to do anything. What keeps me up at night these days is thinking about every single person that I hurt because of my selfish actions. All the pain that I put every single person I love through. We came so close to death that night, so close. Life could have ended there, with no recollections, no conclusion, no white light, instantly. But it didn't. I wake up many mornings, hoping it was all just a bad dream, and then look at my atrophied legs and remember how it happened, and how avoidable the whole tragedy was. None of my friends really saw drunk driving as a big problem, because when anything bad happened, it always happened to someone else. Every time you drive after you've been drinking, you're literally choosing to gamble everything that you've worked your entire life for. Just putting all the chips on the table. For what potential payoff, to get home. I look back on my own choices, and I just ask how idiotic I was. To play Russian roulette. To play Russian roulette with higher odds. And I remember very vividly being in the hospital. Just a total mess. 2 days after the accident, and seeing my parents on one side and doctor on the other, and this person I'd never seen before, who's my attorney, and then the police in the hallway, wanting to start the booking procedure because I was looking at a fairly harsh, a fairly extensive charge. I come here today with a reality check for you. You aren't invincible. Nobody is. This whole myth of youth immortality is just that. It's a myth. For me, I woke up, I was in the hospital for 40 days after my accident. Ended up hairline fracturing, completely destroying my spinal cord, breaking my pelvis, which then became shrapnel and tore open both of my lungs and my liver, which resulted in fairly extensive internal bleeding. At that point in the hospital, it was, I was a mess. The internal bleeding, it put me in a place where I didn't know if I was going to live. And at that point, I didn't know that I wanted to live. I never saw, happiness ever coming back to me. I wish the car accident would have killed me. I just want to really say, just really think and understand the potential consequences of your actions. A decision that you make which takes 10 seconds can ruin your life and everyone you know's.
To my mother and my father, from the perspective of my death, and what I wish I could have said to you. I wish I could have expressed to you how much you both actually mean to me. I want you to know that there's nothing in this world I care more about than you two. Thank you for putting up with a son who stands nearly a foot taller than you. You may have looked up to me, but I always looked up to you. I've never felt a warmth stronger than the love you had for me. I wish the time I spent alive was spent more with you. I wish I had one last chance to say to all of you, to Ross, Taylor, Nathan, Audrey, Mom and Dad, I love you. And God be with you till we meet again. Your son, McKay.
Since the day, the hour, the minute we decided to have a third child, you were prayed for, hoped for, and a significant part of my life. Losing you would create a void and an absence in my heart and life that could not be filled. You have made an impact and continue to do so with each choice that you make, each smile that you freely give, and each heart that you touch. I have loved you since the minute I knew of your existence. For me, I love you now and forever. Your mom.
Mommy, I love you so much. I'm so sorry for every time that I've been mean or grumpy, or just been a regular pain in the butt. I know sorry could never bring me back or change the decisions I've made. There's no way that I could put into words what you mean to me, Mom. You are the reason that I was even me. You were always there for me. I know you'll continue to support Kate even though I'm gone. Grandpapa and I will be looking down on you and smiling. Please don't ever give up. Even though it'll be rough some days, you need to stay strong. I want you to remember the smiling, dorky, yet shy LG that I was, not the absence that I left in your world. I should have actually kissed your cheek and hugged you when you dropped me off for school instead of rolling my eyes and getting out of the car. I regret not saying what was my final goodbye to you. I'll miss you forever, Mom, but I'll love you for always. Love, Laura.
My name is Bob Pack, and I live here in Danville. And I want to tell you my story, which happened 10 years ago, on a boulevard in Danville, where on a hot Sunday afternoon, my wife, Carmen, took my two young children, Troy and Alana, who were 10 and 7, out for ice cream on a really hot Sunday afternoon. They got about halfway to the ice cream store when a car coming in the opposite direction crossed over the 3 lanes of road and ran off the road and hit and struck Carmen and Troy and Alana. Troy and Alana were both killed. And I was called by a neighbor to get to the scene, and I raced down. And in fact, I was there before the fire rescue and the police were there. And I tried to attend to them to help breathe for them until the paramedics came and took over. Well, Troy was taken to Oakland Children's Hospital, and Alana was flown by helicopter to John Muir Hospital. And I was taken by an ambulance with my wife, who she was injured too, also to Oakland Children's Hospital and told to wait there. I waited in a lobby. It was now late at night, and I waited for hours, just sitting alone, waiting to hear something. And then finally around just past midnight, a nurse told me that Alana had passed away. And within just minutes of that, I was called over to talk to a doctor in the emergency room, where he pulled me aside and told me Troy had passed away as well. And that changed, of course, my life and my wife's life forever. And what I later learned was that it was a woman around 40 years old that was driving the car. And it turned out on that Sunday afternoon, she had taken something like 13 Vicodin, 6 muscle relaxants called Flexerol, and a lot of vodka. And so it's not any wonder why she passed out at the wheel and drove off the road and killed my 2 children. But what really struck me is when I found out later that this was her 5th DUI arrest. She was convicted of second-degree murder of Troy and Alana. And so the consequences are that she ruined her life because she got life in prison. And my 2 children are gone, and my wife and I live with this pain the rest of our lives.
Our 2 days have been intense. They've been filled with emotion as we've witnessed the collision out on Monte Vista's field and the funeral today of Shelby and Ryan. We have seen when someone makes a choice to drink and drive, a fatal traffic accident can certainly occur. I asked Shelby and Ryan to stand. You represent all of those that we have lost here in this school district and throughout this county, throughout this state, and throughout the world. I ask Austin and Geraldine to come out here, please. These 2 represent those who are no longer able to stand, no longer able to do all the things that many of you can do every day based on the choices that we have made. I ask the parents and family members of all that are involved to stand or step forward. You represent those who love us no matter what choices we make, but also the ones who suffer the most when our choices bring unhappiness and suffering into the family circle. I ask anyone in this audience who's been a victim of alcohol-related accidents to stand. Anyone who has had a relative or a friend involved in such an accident to stand. Look around. When we say that it only takes one person to affect many others, this is what we mean. For those of you not standing, our inspiration and reasons for presenting this program are for you, so we never have to stand with all of us. May the scenes we have witnessed remind us of how fragile life is every day. May it remind us, although, that much of life is outside of our control, but we are responsible for all our actions and all our decisions.